What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the madness. Today's gonna be a different kind of madness because I am on a work trip and I still wanted to bring something to the party here. So what I've been doing here is I've been trying to play piano, right? And piano playing and practicing is kind of important to me. So for the 3 weeks that I've been here, you know, I've been just using this piano right here, this foldable 88 key keyboard. So I'm gonna give a little bit of a review about it, what I hate about it, what I like about it, and what I've been using to supplement the fact that it pretty much sucks. So let's go and dive right in. There's not gonna be any sort of, cutscene intro because I have no assets here. I literally just have my camera and a really dumbed down computer to make this video. So for what it's worth, I hope you enjoy it. Let's jump right into this thing. All right, so this is the Magicon 88 key keyboard. It's a MIDI, it's got onboard speakers, as you can see right here, and it's got a USB, headphones, and those connection points right there that you can see. So, you know, from right out the bat, you'd think, oh, this isn't too bad for a travel piano, you know, you can use this thing. And while I agree you can, the onboard sounds are so bad, it makes it almost impossible to want to play. So I've been supplementing the fact that this thing really has awful sound on board with Keyscape on my laptop. And I'll show you how that is real quick right now, and kind of what I do and like my whole workflow about going about it, you know. So thus far, this thing is really bad for onboard sound. It's got a pretty good sized keyboard, weighted keys. Keys are a little bit off as far as size go, you know, the shape of them and how big they are. But as far as transportability, this thing fits right in my carry-on. It can easily travel. It's relatively rugged, it's not too bad. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm getting at here. Let's just keep on going though. So as you can see, this thing folds right at, boom. And now I've got an 88 key keyboard that I can slap anywhere I really want to. So what I'll do is I'll take my USB-C that it comes with, and this thing can be plugged right into the computer, and you can kind of, you know, set it up that way. It can be powered right from the computer. And it also has an onboard battery pack, so that's pretty nice. You know, those are the things that are kind of good about it. The bad being its horrible sound. Horrible, horrible onboard sound. So let's get right into that. All right, so let's see if I can get this thing kind of showing a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and show you what I've got going on over here. So as you can see, I've got Keyscape kind of right here, and when I turn it on, basically you just press this little button right here to turn it on and off, and you know, you can kind of, it's got a horrible onboard sound. So I just turn this thing literally all the way down so that there's nothing left. And then all the sound that's remaining is coming directly from this Keyscape, which works great. So I usually like to go to the acoustic pianos and go to cinematic, and this sounds pretty good. So then if I want to play something, I can just do it. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here, is that this thing can be pretty nice, but you've really, really got to like kind of, oh, this thing isn't, it's not focusing too well right now. There you go. But as you can hear it sounds pretty decent coming from the speakers on my laptop. And so that's kind of what I'm getting at. So let's turn off Keyscape real quick, and then I'll make you listen to the sounds coming from this keyboard, and you can decide for yourself whether or not you'd ever buy this thing for the onboard sounds it has. I'm telling you right now, you won't. And you might notice around, like, I'm staying in a hotel room called the Red Roof in Socorro, New Mexico. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's probably the worst room I've ever been in. Just saying, company dime, but I'm not like, you know, I'm not completely thrilled about this place. It is what it is. I'll do what I can. So this is what it kind of sounds like. Same song. And so that's kind of what it sounds like. There's other sounds, you know, you can kind of. I mean, they sound pretty abysmal in person. It might sound even worse when it comes down to this video, but it is what it is. So overall, if I were to rate this keyboard on a 1 to 10 based on sounds alone, this thing's getting a 2. I'd return it immediately. But for functionality, the fact that it's at a, you know, 88 keys, it's easy to transport, it's got the MIDI input right to the computer. You know, I can't really hate on it all too much. It was 190 bucks. Still probably gonna return it, to be fair. It's not something I'm gonna use when I get back home. It's my normal setup. My normal setup is so much nicer, so much better, and I'm really goddamn spoiled. So that's what this is. I'd give this thing, honestly, like a 6.4 out of 10. 6.4. Just, you know, it gets all of its points from the practicality and functionality of it. The price isn't such a high number that, you know, having a nice 88 key when you're going out on a work trip, it's practicable for sure. And that's kind of where I'm putting it at. So for the Magicon 88 key keyboard, you know, definitely a mass-produced Chinese replica of a whole bunch of other different keyboards of exactly the same type. They're all basically the same, but they have different names on Amazon. So that's what I'm getting at. Hope you guys got something out of this video. This keyboard is not that bad. It folds right up. You can fold it again with this little thing. Just kind of... Oh yeah, sounds good, but... That's what this thing is. It's a plastic, you know, foldable keyboard that you can use on the go. All right, guys. So till the next time, I'll catch you on the flippy floppy. Ciao, y'all.